Good afternoon, people. I hope everybody's having a great day. I, for one, am feeling pretty dang good today, and I know I'm a little early. I did say we'd start at 5, but that's all right. We start a little earlier. We can end a little later if we want to. that's that's fine. So I just wanted to get on Farming Simulator 19 for one last time. Say kind of a final farewell to the game because FS22 will be coming out on Monday. Now, I did pre-order the game, and according to PlayStation Store, it says that it's available to download on the 20th. So, whenever it's available to play, it'll be already installed in my system. And I did hear, I could have swore that DJ Goham, when he does the farm show with Clutch, I think, they had on the community manager for Giants, and I believe he said due to the time zones that the East Coast of the United States should be able to get FS19, FS22 on the 21st. Now, I don't know exactly what time that will be. I want to say they're like maybe 7 or 8 hours ahead. And I think they said it drops at midnight. So, if that's the case, we may be able to do a Sunday night stream. And then we'll definitely do a stream on it on Monday. And, man, guys, just know that, like, all next week, it's going to be a lot of Farming Simulator 22 content. I'm going to let my other stuff go for a while. And we're going to get heavily into FS22, and I can't wait to get into that game. But today is all about FS19, so let's go back to our Bucks County saved game here. As you can see, guys, I am running very minimal in the way of mods. Some of these actually, I'm not even using these. Fences off, Alpine Farming Pack that can be off. The Anderson Group off. The Class Dominator that can go off. Class pack, we'll keep that on. The Demco off. Emergency sign off. The Homertarian, I don't need that. The government subsidy, yeah, maybe. The John Deere, the New Holland, the Mahindra. So the TLX is the only thing we're really using here. Like I said, though, this playthrough is just to kind of get back in the Farming Simulator and, you know, wait for the new game to come out. So I didn't need a ton of mods to get into this. A couple of things I want to talk about, though, with this game is why FS19 I feel is important in the franchise. Although I've only played FS17, so I can't say back before that how the game was. But I don't feel that 19 is better than 17. In a lot of ways, I feel like FS19 got worse. They took some things out that I thought were better in FS17, including the sky. You know, they bragged about this volumetric clouds and stuff. And honestly, guys, I just don't think it looks great. I mean, right here, you can see in the background how the clouds look in the background there. That's how it looked in FS17. And then where it says welcome to Bucks County, you can see the clouds there. Those are the clouds in 19, and they just don't look as good as what we see in the background. And like I say, that's what we had in FS17. Another thing they took out that is small. It's small. It's not like a big thing, but you know, it's one of those things that I just enjoyed about it. It's like if you had like gravel roads, when you got in your tractor, you would have that gravel sound, that like crunchy gravel sound on the tires. And I mean, I just feel that is such a satisfying sound. And I actually love that, like little details like that. You know, I like a lot. And actually, where am I going? I'm working on this field here, actually. So we're planting oilseed radish here because this field needs to be plowed. But the problem is I don't want to plow it with a plow. I have a subsoiler, and the subsoiler gives you cultivated texture, and we already have the cultivated texture on this field. So there's just no way I would be able to see where I was using the subsoiler. So we're going to put on... Is this? No, this isn't. It's not. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to plant the cover crop. And then when this grows in, we'll just subsoil it right into the ground. Now, I don't have my wheel hooked up today. I was going to, but I didn't. But what I will say, with the Fanatic wheel has a funky switch on it, which is what Fanatic calls it, and basically it's it works as your directional pad. So the funky switch, you can tab to different vehicles, and you can zoom in and zoom out just like you would on the controller. And there's also an analog stick on the Fanatic wheels, and that actually acts as the right stick, so you can control the camera while you're playing on the wheel. That's the one thing I will say that they have all over Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster does not have any controls like that on their wheels. They don't have no sticks at all. They don't have directional pad. They don't have an analog stick, anything like that. What I will say though is on the Fanatic wheel, you don't feel anything. You know, obviously this game doesn't support force feedback, which is fine, but with my Thrustmaster T150, you felt, you just felt like a little bit of tension that it gets put on it. Whereas on the Fanatic, you don't feel anything. It's just a completely loose wheel. But it does the job. It does the job, and it's still, you know, it's just that immersion that you really want in a game like Farming Simulator. I do anyway. I will say this has to be just the most relaxing, chill game that you can play. There's just something about working in the fields and stuff that is just such a relaxing, calming game. I absolutely love it. I'm happy to get back into it, and I cannot wait for FS22. I am going to be playing that game a lot. And, you know, when I first started playing FS17, I was instantly hooked. Instantly hooked on that game. Farming Simulator and The Hunter Call of the Wild are two games that, yeah, I just instantly fell in love with. Instant addiction to both of those games. I have no idea how many hours I've put into both of them. So while we're doing this, I want to hit on a little bit about why I think FS19 is a really important game in the franchise, and that's because of the modders, especially on the console end. The modders did things on console for this game that we were basically told couldn't be done, right? I mean, they said that if we wanted customized crops, couldn't be done on console. It's a PC only thing. And that was wrong. We got modders to give us new maps that had crops that we've never seen on console before. They did amazing things. Then you have the Seasons mod. And the Seasons mod on FS19 was so much different than FS17. They literally redone everything. The weeds, the animals, you know, the weather, the planting, lighting. Man, I don't even know how much stuff they did, but they literally changed everything. And that's the only thing I'm a little worried about with FS22 is how Giants are going to do, you know, with the seasons. Are they going to give us everything that Realismus modding gave us, or is it going to be kind of a watered down version? One thing I will say though, that when I seen in the Erlengrad trailer, the snow's on the roofs, the snow's on the trees. It looks really good. It looks really good. Hey Paul, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yep, bye bye FS19. Kind of sad to see it go. Kind of sad to see it go because this was a huge part of my channel for a long time in the beginning. But man, I cannot wait for FS22. I really can't. I can't wait to get into that game and just check everything out. But yeah, I was just saying that some of the mods that are just huge for this game, you know, the government subsidy mod, which I know a lot of people, you know, are kind of, I don't know how to say it, against it, I guess. You know, they feel it's kind of cheating. But, you know, honestly, the way I feel about it is that this is a farming game. It's not competitive. So I don't really see how it's cheating. And the government subsidy, or the money mod is what we had in FS17. Huge for us content creators. Absolutely huge for the content creators. If you're doing content on Farming Simulator, you know, some kind of money mod is just a must. Digital. I always buy digital. I don't buy physical anymore. First of all, the disc drive on my PlayStation kind of died on me. And from here on out, it'll be all digital. When I get a PS5, I plan on getting the digital-only version. You know, I've never had a disc player that lasts. Whether it be a DVD player, a CD player, a Blu-ray, they all end up just dying eventually. I don't know what it is. One thing I kind of wish, though, I kind of wish Giants would do some kind of collector's edition for us console players. I feel like that we really get left out with that. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. You know, the limit is whatever your imagination is. You can literally do whatever you want in this game, and I think that's what drew me to it, you know? It's one of those things where, you know, you can have this game for 3 years, and you can play it, and you can always play it different. You know, there's no end game, there's no beating it. It just is what it is. That's what's drawn me to the sim games heavily. You know, when I was younger, I used to absolutely love the AAA titles, you know, the Grand Theft Autos and, you know, the Assassin's Creeds and all that. But the fact of the matter is, you'd pay like $60 for a game, and once it's done, it's done. You know, you may go back and play through it a year or two later, but you're not going to keep playing it. And that's what I feel that these simulators really give us. They, you know, give us a lot of replayability, so they're actually worth the money if you're going to be playing the thing, you know, for years to come. And with games like this, as SnowRunner, especially with the well, SnowRunner is kind of on a different level. There's so much content in SnowRunner, it's going to take me a while anyway, but then you throw in mods with the mod maps and stuff, and it's really just endless. Endless possibilities of what you can do. Okay, let's tidy up this strip over here. I can agree with that, Paul. I can agree with that. I'm not a big fan of their maps either. The New American map It looks decent. I don't know about like the caves and stuff that you can go in. That's a little odd to me, I think. But yeah, I definitely think that they're getting better. But yeah, the mod maps are always where it's been at. You know, no matter what they put in the game, I don't feel that this game would survive as long without mods. The mods are what keeps you playing the game. And the only other thing that I don't know how I feel is how they're doing the season pass system this year. You know, because in FS19, that season pass was the season pass for the whole life of the game. Every DLC that came out was included that season pass, and now they're doing it very much like SnowRunner, that you have to buy season 1, and then there's probably going to be a season 2. So I'm not sure how I feel about that change. But you know, I guess it's just another way to pay their bills. I will probably be getting the season pass for the game. I probably will be getting it. And hopefully they'll give us some good content. Yes, I agree with that. I like the old classic machines too, you know. That's why I always liked like the smaller British maps, or more the maps in the UK, and running the older, smaller equipment. That's always what I've loved about this game. Never really been one to run the really huge equipment on the big American maps, but I'm definitely going to an FS22 just because I really haven't done it yet. So it'll be a fun little change of pace, I guess. You're not getting the season pass this time around? I mean, honestly, I think the season pass was more worth it for FS19. I mean, you got a lot of content in that season pass, and now they're, you know, doing it like SnowRunner. So I'm gonna get the first season pass, and I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm gonna see what kind of content they give me, and if I don't like it, then I won't buy a second season pass. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah. I bought the class DLC. I bought the Anderson's DLC. But like the cotton harvest, I've never done cotton in this game. I didn't do cotton. It didn't really excite me. It still doesn't. So I didn't get the cotton DLC. And yeah, the other DLCs, they just weren't really my thing. And I mean, by the time they put DLC out, usually the modders have so much stuff out already that, you know, it's like they really can't give us much more than the modders can. And I am really curious to see, you know, what the modders are going to do with the next game. They've given us so much in FS17. I just, you know, I'm really excited to see what they can do in FS22. And not that other channels need promoting, but, you know, just because I'm a Farming Simulator fan, there's a lot of YouTubers that are going to be streaming and putting up videos at like 3 o'clock this morning, because that's when I guess they can play the game. So be on the lookout for that. Paul, I know you're in the UK, so 3 o'clock in the morning here is going to probably be, I don't know, late morning or afternoon for you possibly. So yeah, if you want to check out Farming Simulator 22 a little early just to see what, you know, what it looks like. there's going to be a lot of content creators that are on the PC side that are going to be showing it off. Oh God, I agree. The horses, I really feel the horses and the dog were a waste of resources for the game. I feel like they could have given us something a lot better. I'm going to be honest. Horses on a farm, I don't get. I really don't understand the horses on a farm thing. You know, that's just me. That's my opinion on it. But yeah, I wasn't crazy about the horses either. There's too much upkeep. Yeah, the new workers, man. That's crazy. That is that's gonna be something. So this field here, let me take a look at this. Okay, this needs lime, and I think, let me check the map. Where am I? Field 15. It needs lime. Does it cultivate it? Let's take that off. Okay, let's take the needs lime off. Okay, so that doesn't need plowing. So we can actually put lime on 15, and we can plant on 15 and 17. Okay, so let me shut this off and tab over to a different one. Yeah, this one should be good. You know, I was wondering that myself, Paul, because they really didn't say anything about fieldwork, did they? So, oh, you know what? Never mind, it's already on. They didn't really say anything about fieldwork in that. They told us about the cool stuff that the AI can do, but they never said if they improved what the AI could already do. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how it handles misshapen fields. Honestly, like, I don't use workers too much anyway. I like to do the jobs myself, but it's a nice option to have. And if you look at the Giants maps, they don't have a lot of misshaped fields, so I'm kind of thinking that it's going to be the same way. I don't know if they improve that. I don't know if they can improve that, more importantly. I mean, I don't know much about coding. You know, I'm not a game developer, so I don't know how easy or difficult it is for them to do that. But I like on this map, you might as well forget it. Like, you got fields like this, there's no way. The workers just, they're not going to do it. They're just not capable. Not capable in the least. But I will say, man, like, just the fact that we can send vehicles to other places is so huge. So it's like, if, you know, before, if I wanted to harvest this field, I'd have to bring the harvester over. Then I'd have to go get a tractor with a grain cart, and I'd have to bring that over. And now, you know, I can drive the harvester and just tell a worker, hey, you know, bring that tractor with the cart over, and don't bring it to the field. You know, that's huge. That's really huge. And again, the fact that they literally put in there that it's something that they're going to continue to work on, it has me, whoops. It has me hopeful. You know, and I mean, I don't really like to be with this game because, you know, I'm not afraid to say when a developer isn't doing the best. And I feel up until FS22, so far from what I've seen, that Giants has really just been doing the bare minimum in this game, right? Like, they give us a release, and they don't really give us a lot of new stuff. But with FS22, like, with everything that they've talked about, it's such a huge difference, you know? And I get people commenting on my videos saying that, you know, they're not going to bother buying FS22 because it's basically the same as FS19. And I got to say, it's really not. You know, anybody that thinks that FS22 is the exact same as FS19, I don't think they're paying attention. You know, there's a ton of improvements that they made to the game. I can honestly say, there was a point where I was excited about FS19, but then the closer it got to release, they weren't really wowing me, you know, and then I wasn't impressed with it. I didn't pre-order FS19. I actually waited till it came on sale in the PlayStation Store because there was so many bugs in it. I just had no interest in buying it. So that should go to show you, like, where I'm at with Farming Simulator. That I actually pre-ordered this one, you know, and I'm actually excited about it. So fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be a nice, smooth release. Minimal bugs. But then again, there's not, you know, unfortunately, you can't hope for too much with new releases. And it's not just Giants. It seems like most games on release are just full of bugs these days. I haven't really noticed any issues with the silage. Like I said, of course, there are still a lot of things that I would love to see come to this game. You know, stuff that, you know, maybe I'm the only one that would like to see come to the game, but, you know, we're all like that. We all have certain things that we'd like to see come to our favorite games that, you know, we'll probably never see, but I'll just say that it seems like Giants is taking a step in the right direction. That's how I feel about it. I don't know if it had to do with them cutting focus off and they're publishing themselves now or what, but whatever it is, I hope they keep it up. And I hope the game's great. I really do. I hope it's a really great game. You know, I liked what they did to the land editor. It looks like they kind of streamlined that. Okay. That was pretty painless. What is this? Wait, is that my cover crop already? Oh, it is. Okay, I must have the growth on fast. That's okay. That's good, because this is going to be our last one, so we'll be able to get some stuff done today. That's pretty cool. Well, I'll tell you what, and I've always said this. They're putting out a game every year. I could care less, right? The modders will keep us interested in the game. I would prefer them take an extra year or two and give us a new game that is just amazing, than put out a game every year or every 2 years, and you know, and you're just doing the bare minimum of work on it. So, you know, the only thing I can say is that if that's what an extra year looks like, then by all means on FS24 or whatever, take an extra year, take 2 years. You know, hell, give us the best game, you can give us. Hey, Underdog, welcome to the stream, man. Like FIFA, I don't know, man. I don't really play FIFA. But you know what? It's not even any sports game. Any sports game is like that. They give us the game every year, and there's only so much they can change in a year. So I agree with that. You know, I mean, let's face it. In a sports game, the only thing that really changes year to year are rosters. So they can update the rosters with a patch. So update the rosters and don't release another game until you have something new for us. Like, if I'm going to spend $60, $70 for a game, and, you know, you're not giving me anything that I didn't have in the last one, I feel like you're just kind of, you know, screwing me over, really. You know, that's kind of what it feels like. Okay, so we can shut this guy off. And, let's tab back over to this guy. Now, let's change this. That's oilseed radish. What do we want to plant? Grass, corn, sunflowers. Yeah, let's do sunflowers. Just because they look pretty cool. And if I could remember which buttons to hit here. And there we go. But there's a lot of things with FS22 I'm excited about. They're actually going to have dedicated servers for console. That alone is just huge. The crossplay is huge. Again, like I say, I don't really see a lot of PC guys wanting to play with console guys. But, you know, for Xbox and PS players to be able to play together, that's pretty awesome. I think that's great. But again, the dedicated servers, that's pretty huge. I wish more games would do that on console. That would be fantastic. Now, another thing that I haven't heard too much about, that I know that it's going to be in FS22, but it's the DLC that they added onto this, the free one, where you can do soil samples and stuff. They haven't showed any of that, and they haven't really done anything to that. They said that was something that they were going to continue to work on and continue to add stuff to, but I don't know. It seems like it's kind of just dead in the water, maybe. I don't know if that's included in the base game. I don't know if that's going to be a downloaded, like, free DLC that they're going to add in the game or what. I don't see why they wouldn't add it to the game. I don't know why they wouldn't just put it in the base game. It doesn't really make much sense to me. Like, I can see why it wasn't for FS19, but FS22, it should be in the base game, I think. That's meant to be coming later? Okay, see, I don't get that. I don't know why they just didn't add that to the base game. I mean, in reality, let's face it, that's kind of like Farming Simulator hardcore mode, right? That's some serious hardcore farming right there. It was pretty cool though. I was enjoying it. That's kind of a lot to take in, but anything that adds to the realism or gives you more jobs to do, I'm all for. And on the video that I just released about what I'd like to see come to the game, I think someone commented on it that they'd like to see like maybe hunting and fishing, so you'd have something to do, you know, like on the off season. that would actually be pretty cool. Like I don't know how they would implement something like that in the game, but yeah, that might be fun. I do hope that they add something in the game for that, you know, especially because now they have seasons, so it'll be nice to see if they put something in the game, you know, during the summertime when you're waiting for things to grow, and you know, in the wintertime when you don't really have much to do. It would be nice to see if they put something in the game. Considering this is the first year that they've implemented seasons, I'm not going to expect for too much, right? I'm not going to have like the highest hopes. I'm going to go in with low expectations, so if there's anything cool in it, you know, I can be wowed. Hey, Ariel. No. No, they're not. Nope. Call of the Wilds is by Expansive Worlds. They're published by Avalanche, and Giants is Giants. Farming Simulator is a Giants game. Like my idea, what I would love to see this game, and I know this will probably never ever come to the game, but I would love to see something where when you bring your vehicles to the garage, right? It kind of goes to like a car mechanic simulator type thing where you can put your tractors up on hoists and you can tear the engines down, you can change the oil, you know, you could tune them up. I think that would be fantastic. You know, imagine having to put it up on the hoist and changing the tires. So when you want to put the Narrows on, you have to actually physically do it. That's what I would actually love to see in a game like this. Again, I don't think I ever will, but I can hope. I mean, I don't really know how something like that would fit into this game. I don't know how it would work. I can see where it would be fun, but yeah. If you guys that are new to my channel, like at Christmas time, I usually put out like a Christmas video, and I'll combine like Farming Simulator and Hunter Call of the Wild, and I have a pretty radical idea for a Christmas video this year that I'm getting kind of excited about, that I'm going to start recording very soon, because I have to do it you know, while the idea is fresh. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, anything like really graphic. I mean, let's face it. This game doesn't really have the graphics to like give us anything really decent. And that's one thing that I didn't even talk about, but in FS22 there's more wildlife, right? We have the deers running around, which to me, those deer, they look very much like roe deer to me. So I don't think they're going to look great on the American map. They don't look like whitetail. They definitely look like roe deer. But it's something new. But you know, you don't know what the modders will do with that, right? When they make their maps, maybe they can mod in some different animals and stuff. I'm a little disappointed that Giants didn't add a new farm animal. You know, it would have been nice to see like goats or ducks, or, you know, hell, even turkey, right? They can put turkey in the game. We farm turkey. And speaking of turkey, guys, Thanksgiving is like what? A week away. I got all my stuff for my dinner today. Actually, I went out and I got a turkey and I got all the ingredients I need to make Thanksgiving dinner. I'll be actually having my Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday because my wife, unfortunately, she has to work Thursday night, so it'll just be easier to have the meal Wednesday. Mining dinosaurs, oh God. Well, I mean, you know that Jurassic Park Evolution 2 just released, like, I want to say on the 9th. That game looks really good. So many good games coming out. So little money. Yeah, you never know. I will say, I do feel like right now the maps are dead. I would like to see in Farming Simulator it feel more lively. I mean, it's more lively than SnowRunner, and in SnowRunner I would definitely like to see, you know, something. I would like to see. Oops, I gotta lower that. I thought I raised that, but I guess not. You know, I would like to see. Maybe traffic around the towns, people walking around, stuff like that. Obviously, you don't need to see vehicles out, you know, in the muddy trails and stuff like that you go to. But even like the warehouses and stuff they have to deliver to, it'd be nice to see maybe people walking around or trucks moving around looking like, you know, people are working. I think that'd be a pretty cool addition to the game. So many games, so few PS5s. Well, you know what, man? The good thing is, a lot of the games that are coming out, they're not exclusively for PS5 anyway. They're on the PS4 too, so. Hey, Tesco. Welcome to the stream, man. It's all terrain, no traffic. Are you talking about SnowRunner? Yeah, I mean, even the animals on SnowRunner, they're like 2D cardboard cutouts, you know, so they're not really impressive. That's the one thing that Farming Simulator may actually do better than SnowRunner. SnowRunner's a gorgeous game, though, a gorgeous game. It was really frustrating me the other day, though, when I tried to live stream. I'm not gonna lie. That is a horrible, horrible route that you have to take for that job, man. No, Tesco, unfortunately not. I'm on console, and I'm not a big enough channel. I'm not even a partner with Farming Simulator with Giants. That I hope to change that with FS22. We're gonna hit FS22 pretty hard, and maybe we'll get a partnership going with Giants, so that'll be cool. I wish I was, though. I wish I was. But guys, you know, in case you do want to see FS Club, they're going to be live at like 3 a.m. tonight. Arthur Chapman, he's going to be live. Pretty much all the big PC YouTubers, they're going to be live with it like tonight. At like 3 o'clock in the morning, they're going to be doing it. So if you guys live somewhere where, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning for you isn't late and you want to check it out, go check out those guys' channels. FS22 is not out yet. The Underdog. It's going to be released on Monday, but there are YouTubers that they'll be getting it early. They already have it. DJ Goham, FS Club, I'm going to say probably like Daggerwin. Mr. CDP, he's getting a copy of it early. And if you pre-ordered it, and all I can do is I can go by what my PlayStation Store tells me. The PS Store says that I can download it on the 20th, so it'll be ready to play. And like I said, I did hear that, I think because of the time zones, that on the East Coast of the United States, we'll be able to play it on Sunday. You know, I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I'm almost sure that's what the community manager said when I seen him in a live stream. Ariel, dude, you know I'm on PS4. I don't have Forza. If I had Forza, you would already see it on my channel, my man. You would already see it on my channel. So we can actually plant this one too. But I did get the free trial of the Crew 2. I decided to try it again, and I don't know, Ariel, if you were the one telling me about it, or if it was someone else. But yeah, I re-downloaded it, I tried it, and it's definitely better than the last time I played it. And I do see that they have wheel support on it now, and the wheel support, not gonna lie, it's horrible. It's really horrible. It's not good. The force feedback is almost non-existent. But it's not bad on the controller. It's not bad. I was actually having some fun with it. And needless to say, anybody out there, if you don't have the game and you want to check it out, you can play it free starting today through, I think, the 21st or something like that. So check that out. You can download it. It's alright, man, yeah. Yeah, that's Xbox and PC exclusive, unfortunately. That's what I mean, like, PS4, they need to get off their butts and they need to make a game like that, because the Crew 2 isn't exclusive to PS4. They need to make an open world, you know, Sony exclusive racing game to combat Forza. Maybe Gran Turismo 7 will kind of fill that gap a little bit. I'm hoping. You know, I don't really care if it doesn't. I'm still going to get that game anyway. But I think I'm going to wait till I get a PS5. I don't think I'm going to bother playing the game on PS4. Hey, you have a good night, Paul. I appreciate you coming out to the stream, man. And yes, we will be streaming FS22 as soon as it's available for me to play. The underdog. Now, why do you say that? Because it's on Xbox Series X. And the Xbox Series X, you know, if that can run it, then the PS5 could run it. You know, I mean, if you're an Xbox guy, that's cool. But, you know, we're all gamers, so... It doesn't matter what you play on. Not here. I'm not one of those guys. Like, literally, the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they said, are comparable to, like, if you were going to make a laptop with the same specs, it would, not a laptop, a PC, it'd cost like $2,000 to get the same specs out of them. So I'm pretty sure PS5 could handle it. Especially if Xbox can handle it. The only thing I would say about The Crew 2 is Ubisoft, they need to update the controls. That's the only thing. It very much controls like every other game that Ubisoft makes. You don't really feel the tires grip or anything like that. They just kind of slide around. Great arcade racer though. It's all good, man. But literally, like, these new systems, they're all good. Xbox Series X, PS5, both of them are really powerful systems that they can handle a lot. So, yeah. You know, I know that there's a lot of people out there that are diehard Sony guys, diehard Xbox guys, and I'm one. You know, I'm a PlayStation guy from day one. I've been a PlayStation guy. But I got nothing against Xbox. Xbox is a good system. The thing that keeps me from Xbox is I'm just not into their exclusives. You know, I've always liked Sony's exclusives better. But in the way of specs, yeah, both systems are really good. This is such a good time to be a gamer. Like, you know, look at, I just turned 42 years old. I've been gaming since the early 80s, okay? And I often wonder, like, for the younger people that are gaming now, like, you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know what it was like back in the day, you know? And I'm not saying that, like, as a dig or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, we're so lucky to have what we have now in gaming. It ain't even funny. You know, back in the day, if a game came out and it was bugged and broke, that's it. There was no patches. You're stuck with it. You bought it. That's it. You got it now. You know, so that's why bugs in games don't bother me too much, because I remember a time when you were screwed. You know, if a game was broke, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. That's just how it is. Sega Genesis, all right, man. Yeah, I remember the Sega. Yeah, I had all those. I really did. Like, my parents, when I was really little, they always had an Atari. So I started on that, and then at one point for Christmas I got the NES, and then a Super Nintendo, then a Sega Genesis, and then after that I think that's when the PlayStation first came out, and that's when I got the PlayStation, and pretty much from then on I've been a PlayStation guy. Oh, I hear you, man. I hear you. Like I say, I would absolutely love to be able to play Forza. You know, the game looks amazing, but yeah, I'm not going to buy an Xbox just for like one game. And I mean, if you really want to get your fix of a game like that, the Crew 2 isn't bad. And I don't feel like probably Forza, you know, it's probably got pretty much arcade handling. From everything I see with people playing on YouTube, it seems like it's more of an arcade side of racer anyway. But like I say, any regrets over Forza will soon be put away when Gran Turismo Sport comes out. I hope anyway, right? I hope it's not going to be disappointing. The real question I have is, when the hell is Fnatic going to come out with that wheel for it? You know, I mean, they're taking their sweet time announcing it, I will say. And as of right now, they still don't offer a wheel for PlayStation because they discontinued the CSL Elite. So if you're on PlayStation and you want a wheel, Fnatic is kind of forcing people to go to Thrustmaster. I don't quite understand the business logic in that, but I guess that's how they're playing it. They are having a pretty good Black Friday sale going on right now. They have a couple of the wheels on sale that, you know, they're almost like $75 to $100 off, which isn't too bad. I mean, it is what it is. They're expensive. They're not cheap. But speaking of wheels and stuff, I read something interesting on the internet that they said that actually the PS4 and the PS5 both support keyboard and mouse. So it's just the game developers choose not to add that support in their game. And my guess would be that they probably feel like most people on console aren't going to go out and buy a keyboard and mouse, you know, to play a specific game. The only reason why I say that is because if SCS does in fact bring American Truck Simulator to console, I would really hope that they would utilize the keyboard functionality, and I would definitely buy a keyboard to play that game. Hey Lars, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here, man. Having a lot better stream than I had last time. Not gonna lie, that contract was killing me. I gotta get back in Snow, and I gotta see if the Bartleby's trucks are back in, because, man, without those trucks, I don't know how I'm gonna do that job, really. Trucks tip so easy on that map, I swear to God. Okay, just for the hell of it here. What if I put a worker on this? It's driving. What? The worker's actually driving. Let's just take a look here. So, what do you guys think? He's going to make one pass, and he's going to stop. That's my prediction. He's going to finish this pass, and it'll say worker done. Okay, let's see. What is he going to do? He's going to get snow? Where are you going? Okay, he's turning. What? He looks confused. Nope, he's got it. He's making the turn. What? He's going to do a second pass. No way. No way. Wow. Well, that is shocking. That is shocking. I didn't think he was going to do that. Well, he's doing that. Let's go on to something else here, see if we can't do something. So, let's take a look at the map. I could probably plow that up. Needs plowing. Right, so I don't think this will ever say ready to harvest, because it is oilseed radish. You pre-ordered from me Simulator 22 as well? Yeah, yep, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's looking good. It's looking really good. You know, I know a lot of people that weren't happy with FS19 for good reason. But yeah, FS22, man, it's looking promising. I like what I see. You know, some things I would still love to see come to the game. I would love to see like interactive controls on the vehicles. Like I would like to actually be able to open the door. And you know, honestly, they could actually do it like they do it in the Crew 2, right? So if you play the Crew 2 and you're in your house, when you're in your garage, if you come up to your car and like hold down one of the left triggers, you can actually do stuff. You can interact with the car. I think that would be a fantastic idea to implement into this game. You know, you could do it from the outside, and then when you're on the inside, especially on the inside view, perhaps, maybe a little radial menu could pop up like they have in Bus Simulator. You know, you could turn on lights and stuff, or you know, they could have things highlighted where maybe the cursor comes up and you could do things like that. Things I would love to see come to the game that probably won't. They're not like important. They're just little things to add to the immersion, I think. Hey, thanks, Underdog. I'm glad you came out, and I appreciate you watching, buddy. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button if you want to. We're going to be having a lot of Farming Simulator content on the channel coming up in the next several weeks. I don't know. It'll slow down eventually, but yeah, we're going to hit it hard, man. We're going to hit it hard. Right, on some mods, you definitely can, but I don't see why they can't put that in the game. Like, if a modder can figure out how to make this tractor, and you can roll down windows and stuff, right? Like, why can't Giants figure out how to put that in the game? That's why I kind of feel like, oh man, you know, it just seems like to me that they let the modders figure things out for them, and then they put it in the game, right? I mean, we've had seasons in FS17, FS19, and now all of a sudden, FS22, Giants gives us seasons, right? So it's like, why couldn't you do that before? The new worker AI. You know, modders have given us, like, you know, not on console, but on PC, they've given auto drive and follow me and course play in GPS. And I mean, these are all things that Giants could put into the base game. Okay, the only reason why those mods are on console, not on console, is because console doesn't allow third-party scripts, right? So that means if Giants wanted to incorporate those things into their game, they very well could. So the question is, are these modders more talented than the developers that are working and getting paid at Giants, you know, or what? Because to me, that's what it seems like. It seems like the modders are more skilled at some of these things than the actual developers. And the Seasons mod, just a little FYI, they actually have one of the guys that made the mod. He's actually working for Giants now. So I'm sure he played a big role in bringing Seasons to the base game. That would be my guess. All right, let's head over here and see how he's still going. Wow. What? Okay. He's still going. I can't believe it. I mean, if I could, I'd give this dude a raise. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you in the least. If I had a PC, I would be going that route as well. But I'm happy. I'm happy being a console gamer. I'm happy playing on PlayStation here. Like I say, I'll get a PS5 eventually. And he's plowing. He's lime. Why why isn't this growing here? Why did it stop like this? That's a little strange. That's a little strange. Hmm. Okay, our sunflowers are already growing here. Pretty cool. I must have the growth set to fast. The sad thing is, this part of the farming process, there's just not a lot to do yet. Not a lot to do yet, unfortunately. Well, if that's how he works drunk, then by all means they can drink on the job more because he's actually doing work. You know, that's the other thing I was thinking about. What if they did a worker system where you could hire workers and they leveled up, right? So it's like fishing Barents Sea or fishing North Atlantic. You could hire workers and you keep those workers around, and the more they do, they level up, right? I mean, I can see that working in this game. You could hire someone and maybe they're not that good, but the more you work them, they level up, they get better at working the fields and stuff like that. Maybe you can give them raises, and maybe that'll give them an incentive to work harder for you. You know, these are all things that, you know, I think about. Again, like I say, things that'll probably never come to the game, but hey, you never know. It seems like Giants is listening a little more with the stuff that they're doing now, so that's a good thing. It's always good when developers listen to the community. And that's one thing that I feel like Giants have lacked, you know, for a long time. Yeah, I think that'd be good too. So what we could do, let's take a look at the map and see what other fields I own here. Okay, we own field 28. That's a small field. 16, 15, 17, 28. Do I own any other one? No, that's it. Okay, so let's see what this says. Soil composition. All right, needs plowing. Now, is this a cultivated state too? I'm guessing it is. Yeah, damn. I don't know why they did that. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll grab the lime. Yeah, we'll grab the lime, we'll lime that field, and then we'll use the subsoiler on it. Maybe we'll get out the Case IH, the big case, to do that. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind like a leveling system for the workers. I think that'd be pretty cool. And another thing they didn't really say, they didn't talk about how many workers we can have on console. So these are all questions that they need to be answered. They haven't really said much about contracts. Okay, field 28. Is down this way. Oh, it's getting dark too. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, where the hell is this field 28? It looks like we can access it by the other road here. Another thing, I hope they kind of fix the lighting at night, because, I don't know, I've never felt the lights at night really do it. Yep, okay, we'll go this way. That's field 29. Our field should be coming up here. Yeah, there it is right there. Just got to figure out how to get in there. Come on, entrance. There's got to be an entrance around here somewhere. There we go. I see a lot of people asking about when mods will come to FS22 as well. I know that modders are working on mods for the game as we speak. I imagine it'll take a couple weeks. I think that's how they did it with FS19. But you know, it'll take several months for mods to really get into full swing. One good thing is that Bullet Bill, who was a modder for FS17, a really good modder, and he didn't like FS19 at all. Well, he likes FS22, and he's going to be modding again, so really happy to see that. He used to do a lot of work with Oxygen David, so you know, it'll be nice to see him back in the game and maybe doing some collaborations with Oxygen David again. That'll be great. I definitely feel that Oxygen David is probably one of my favorite map modders. You know, his maps, they've always just really hit me right, and he does some really creative stuff. I mean, what he did with this game with Sandy Bay, I mean, for God's sake, he gave us baby animals. You know, and again, this is something that Giants, you know, even Giants don't do. And he managed to put it in the game on console. It's just amazing stuff. You know, and that's why I question, you know, how good are the developers for Giants when you got modders giving us awesome stuff like this, and, you know, Giants doesn't. Again, though, they are going in the right direction, I feel. Don't want to waste that. No, absolutely. I don't even think they have the mod hub up and running for modders in probably like the first couple weeks. I don't think that modders can upload anyway. I think it's just Giants. So we'll get to Giants mods, whatever they come out with. And then it'll be probably a couple weeks before we start seeing mods from actual modders. And then, like I say, it's usually like a couple months before you start seeing the really good mods. It's going to take a while, especially there's a lot of new stuff in this game, so it's going to take a little while for these guys to get their footing, you know, and really figure out what they can do. But you can rest assured that we're going to probably get some really cool mods. Just seeing what they did with this game makes me pretty confident that we're going to see some good stuff with FS22. Road, where's the road? There we go. I actually dislike playing this game at night even more than SnowRunner. Like, at least SnowRunner you can see. Go in the cab here, I guess. Those overhanging trees, they make it difficult. Usually when I play on a map, like one of the first things that I do Well, if it's a let's play, especially in spring, I'll cut down any trees that might be in my way. All right, we're done with this, so we can park that over here. And let's see, it's 20:02. It's probably too early to sleep yet. There we go. Almost forgot how to turn on the light there. So let me just get my bearings here. Let's turn these lights on so we can see. Another must-have for me, guys, is any light packs. Anytime they have like light packs, I love it, because these farms, they don't have enough lights on the outside of them. You know, I mean, this barn here, I mean, this should have a light on the outside of it. But oh well. Let's get in this beast for the first time. This is a huge tractor too. Okay. Let's see where you're going. It's funny because, like I say, I was actually watching a farmer harvest this field like a couple weeks ago. I actually pulled over to the side of the road. I was watching him, and he had, you know, a couple big case tractors, and he had an auger wagon, and there was a couple semis there. It was a big field, man. Now, I'm not a fan of these articulated tractors, not in the least. And here we go again, trying to figure out where the hell I have to go. Getting lost. Okay, we could go right around here, or no? Oh. Do some rock crawling here. Where the hell am I going? Tree. Okay. Ah. This is why I do not like driving at night on this game. Okay, let's try this again. Well, we're not going all that way. Crap. Getting lost on my own farm. It's weird because that road just goes to that little pond. You have Hunter Call of the Wild and Sonora on PC and PS4? That's awesome, man. What do you think of the new great one in Call of the Wild, the new Red Deer? Ooh, sorry to hear that, Aridity. That sucks, man. You don't have a spare? What kind of gamer doesn't have a spare? Yeah, I think Friday night I'll probably do a stream. Call of the Wild stream. Do a little grinding for the great one. I'm not too bothered by getting a diamond, a great one yet, in the Red Deer, considering I don't even have a diamond Red Deer yet. I gotta get a diamond Red Deer. I'm working on it, but my respawns are pretty trash right now. Okay, here's the road. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. I will say it's yeah, I hate these articulated ones. And yeah, I will say, man, it's pretty crazy how much controllers cost. You know, controllers are so damn expensive. But yeah, I think Friday night we'll do a Call of the Wild stream. And also next week, Fishing North America, no, North America, Fishing North Atlantic has a pretty big update coming to it, so I'm gonna have to check that out. That's another pretty chill game. It takes a long time, though. It takes a long time. How is it broken? Oh, are you talking to Aridity? I know the controller that I'm using right now. I bought this one because the one I got with my Sony was acting up, and this is a Sony controller, and it absolutely sucks. The right stick drifts like crazy on it. I absolutely hate it. Alright, so this isn't realistic, but that's alright. We just want to get this job done. Well, yeah, I actually love subsoilers, man. If I had to do this with a plow, oh, it would take so long. So freaking long with a plow. Yeah, the lights on this, that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. No light really emanating from inside the cab. Very limited view, though. Yes. Make this turn. God, it's so hard to get it straightened out on these articulated ones. So you go, let me, nope, that's not gonna work, damn it. We still have to go finish that other field as well, because that worker, he didn't do the rest of it. did enough though just to give me a break that I can start something else, so that's appreciated. Okay, guys. I hate to do it, but like, give me just a couple seconds, guys. I need to grab something to drink real quick. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, I absolutely love this gaming room that I have now, and it's not complete, it's not nowhere near complete, but I have my TV in here. I'm going to be getting like a recliner type gaming chair for it, because it's not just the gaming room. I mean, I have the TV, it's a smart TV, so I come in here and I can watch TV, and I can play my guitar, and I can play games, and I can do my content, and I can live stream from here. But it's all the way in the front of the house, and the kitchen's all the way in the back of the house, so and not just that, where my room is situated here, you know, I can't guarantee that some outside noises won't be heard. Dogs barking, freaking vehicles going by, stuff like that. But yeah, having a room, you know, that you can go to just for your gaming and stuff, and it's really cool. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, shut that down, tab over. I think I'm gonna go to the house and reset time. Look at this thing though. Look at the lights on this. I absolutely love it. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, let's set time to morning, so I can get that job done easier, so I can see. Another thing I realized is that these sunflowers are going to grow unevenly, but that's all right. Let's go all 6 hours. I think that should be good. Wait, what? I said 6 hours. That was 20. Oh, man. God, I hate military time. Why you do this to me? 3. Honestly, like 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a ramp. Pretty cool though, man. He makes good mods. I like his mods. 82 squared. Yeah, he does some good stuff. Okay. Let's just tab over to this guy. And we shall continue. So yeah, I'm actually going to do like a little room tour here. I may do it soon actually. I may do a video of just a room tour of this room, see what it looks like now. And then like a before and after kind of thing, just to have it chronicled. Of course, it's going to be a long time since I had this room exactly how I want it. But that might be a fun little video idea. And I'm still thinking about getting my Twitch channel up and running again. We'll have to do some test streams and find out. Of course, like I say, over there it'll be different games than we play on here. That's not to say we won't play Farming Simulator or, you know, Call of the Wild or any of those games like that over there, but yeah, I definitely want to do some different games if I set up Twitch. I had a lot of fun with Sleeping Dogs. That was a fun little stream. And I was actually surprised at the views I got on that stream as well. These fields are always bigger than they look when you start working them. It's like, you don't think so, but yeah. There's a big miss, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. It doesn't matter if we get every little piece on this. So I probably won't uninstall this game right away. I was thinking maybe of doing some kind of comparison video with FS19 and FS22. So this may not exactly be the last time we see FS19 on the channel. Definitely the last live stream though, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. And this really isn't a game I used to live stream a lot anyway. What I think I'll do is I'll set it up where I'll have a live streaming map. And then I'll do different maps for video content. Pardon me. But that first live stream, I'm going to try to cram in as much as possible. I'm going to try to have the stream as long as possible. Like I say, if it is a Sunday, then depending on what time it comes out, it might be a little difficult. If it comes out early enough where I can stream early enough, I definitely will. But if it doesn't, then next Friday the 26th, will be the first like long stream I'll plan on doing. I'll try to start up the stream early enough to go a really long time with it. But the first stream, I want to try to get as much done as possible. I'm not too worried about playing the game. I just wanted to show off some of the new features. I would like to take a look at both maps. The Erlengrad map, I'm not... It doesn't have to take a look at that. Like, we know what that looks like. We have that in this game. And, needless to say, I believe I'm probably going to be the only one streaming this out of PS4. So for all you guys that are still playing on, you know, the PS4 or the Xbox One, you might want to check it out just to see what the game looks like on your consoles if you haven't pre-ordered it yet. Time will tell, my friend. We'll have to wait and see, you know. I hope it's not as buggy as FS19 was in the beginning, because FS19 was a hot mess. But yeah, I mean they'll fix it if it is, but let's keep our fingers crossed that they have a pretty smooth release for it and there's not a lot of bugs in it. Yeah, we'll check out both the maps, the American map and the French map. We'll check out the terrain editor in it. We'll check out the placing of buildings and stuff like that. We'll try to check out animals. It'll probably be difficult without a money mod. I'm not going to lie, but we'll try to do as much as possible. Definitely go in the garage. We'll check out all the equipment that they have to offer. And definitely check out the worker AI. That is something I really, really want to see. All right. That little field is done. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the games that I cover. You know, SnowRunner Phase 6 will probably be coming out, I would probably say, in the next month or so. Call of the Wild's probably getting a new map next month. Of course, FS22 is coming out. Fishing North America. Why did you say North America? Fishing North Atlantic has got their huge update coming out next week. And there's still so many games that I'd like to get and put on the channel. I don't know. I've had some games that I haven't experienced bugs. So, here's the thing. I would never recommend anybody pre-order a game. You know what I mean? And that's why. Because they'll package the game with something new and shiny that you can only get if you pre-order, when in reality, it's not that big of a deal. It's like what we get, the pre-order bonus that we get with FS22, right? Not that big of a deal. I don't feel like that's an absolute must-have. The only reason why I'm pre-ordering is because I want to show it to you guys. You know, I want to have it as soon as possible to put on my channel. But normally I would never suggest anybody pre-order a game because of that reason. There's usually a lot of bugs with it, and the day one patch doesn't fix them. You know, so sometimes it takes a couple patches before it gets up and running. So yeah, never pre-order games, guys, unless you got a YouTube channel and you want to show it off to people. And like I say, if I see any bugs, you know, people can make a decision. They can say, "Oh, hey, you know what? I'm glad I didn't buy it yet, or whatever." But again, I'm hoping that they're not going to have, like, you know, major bugs that are going to make me regret pre-ordering it. And I don't think they will. And obviously, guys, like I said, and I know this is probably sounds weird promoting other people's channels or whatever, but I don't really care. If you really want to see what the game's going to be all about, tonight, now I'm on the East Coast of the United States, so like around 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a ton of content creators that are going to be going live showing off the game. So depending on where you are in the world, or if you're just a night owl, you can hop on YouTube and you can check out these content creators, and you know, I'm sure that they're going to show you if there's any bugs or anything like that in the game, so you'll know what to expect. I kind of thought it was funny that someone said, you know, why would I want to see this game played early? I don't want spoilers. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, it's a farming game. It's like, it's not story. You know, I don't know what kind of spoilers he thinks he would have, but yeah, I don't know. So let's yeah, I forgot. Backing up with an articulated tractor, though, is easy. Okay, let's just drop that there and shut that off. They need to fix bugs fast with FS19. FS19 was a mess for a couple months, actually. Ooh, this... Crap. Okay. Let's just change that. Why the hell would I have crop destruction on? Plant growth is normal? Wow, okay. So, that goes to show you guys, I'm so used to playing with seasons on. I thought this was set to fast. And that's just normal, so wow. Okay, let's turn that on. Set it down and start planting. This is... Wait a minute. I said crop destruction off. Oh. Yeah, it's because I'm planting. It's going to just plant. Okay, so you know what? We're actually going to have to leave like a weird strip. If not, we're just going to plant over the ones we already planted, so... Yeah, I didn't think that out at all. Just to make sure here, Lars, you're not like Lars from Giants, are you? I was just joking, man. I know. If you were, though, I'd say you're being pretty cool about it. I don't even see him too much anymore. I know they have that American dude working for him now. And I know they opened up. I know they opened up offices in America, but I have no idea what they. I have no idea what they do there. Maybe because they opened an office up. Maybe that's why they're doing better with the American map. I don't know. Because this Elm Creek map, I will say, out of all the Giants-made American maps, this one does kind of feel more American from what I've seen of it anyway. So hey guys, if you're watching and if you're not in the Discord, click that little link right there in chat and join the Discord. And don't be afraid to be active if you do. Like, we don't bite, we'll talk. And don't just think that if we're talking about something, you know, that, you know, you don't know the topic about, just come in and say hi. We'll talk about anything. Of course, we have dedicated channels in there for each game. You know, we have dedicated channels for Farming Simulator and Call of the Wild and every other game. SnowRunner, of course. Help me expand my community and make it the best it can possibly be. Because without you guys, I'm just some dude playing a game talking to nobody. Yeah, I didn't get it from launch either because it had so many bugs. And then, yeah, I want to say about 6 months after, it was on the PlayStation Store for a reduced price. So I grabbed it then. Because I watched the YouTubers and I seen all the bugs and problems they had, so I said, "Ooh, I'm just gonna stay away from that, you know, until they get it fixed. They get it sorted out." Same thing with the Bus Simulator games. Both of those games, when they released on console, they were a mess. But I will say, those developers, man, they were on it. They were on it, and they were so transparent with the community. And that's something that I really appreciate it. You know, and that's something that Giants, they could work on. Like, they could work on. They don't communicate too much with their community, I feel. And it's a shame, but I mean, then you have some developers that they communicate too much with the community. You know, they communicate when they don't have anything to communicate, like EW, right? EW does a weekly, you know, live stream, and half the time they don't have anything new to tell us. So basically, you're just watching a couple of community managers play a game and just, you know, talk. If I want to see that, I can tune into any number of my favorite Call of the Wild streamers, you know, on Twitch or YouTube and watch those guys stream. I tune into a dev stream because I want to know about the game. I want questions answered. I want to know, you know, what's next. I want to know what you're doing. So if you don't have anything to tell us, there's really no reason to stream. SnowRunner's still buggy? I don't see it. I don't have any bugs on SnowRunner. I was pretty lucky with that game. I know there's a lot of bugs with the multiplayer, but I don't play multiplayer in that anyway, so that wasn't a big deal for me anyway. And I had that game at launch. I actually did pre-order SnowRunner. That was one of the ones that I did pre-order. I wanted that for the channel. And yeah, I didn't really have a lot of bugs with that game. Same thing with Call of the Wild, really. Like, I haven't experienced a lot of the bugs that other people experience with it. It's just weird that how it's kind of specific to, it seems like, certain copies of the games. That's why it's good to, you know, keep an eye on the community and see what issues other people are having. And I know with FS19, I've been experiencing issues with it now that I've never experienced before, like the game crashing and stuff. If I had to take a guess, I would say it probably has something to do with all the mods that are in the mod hub. But, I don't know. But like I say, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be done with this game after this stream, actually. Well, like I said, aside from possibly a comparison video that I may do. But I can't wait to get my hands on it just to have a new game, really. Sometimes when you're constantly playing the same games over and over again, it's just so easy to get burnt out. So easy. Especially if you're a content creator, you know, and you only have a handful of games that you cover on your channel. Then it's definitely easy to get burnt out on certain games. That's why you got to keep it fresh. That's why I enjoy doing live streams. That changes it up, and with live streams I can play different games. You always have to keep it fresh. Try to, anyway. That's definitely what happened with me with Call of the Wild. I used to do a lot of content on that game, and eventually I just got burnt out on it. And then the fact that, you know, on console, we don't get the content at the same time as PC. So it's hard to have a YouTube channel where all the PC guys are showing off the shiny new DLCs, and you're still using the same old maps that are in the game that nobody wants to see at the moment. The one thing that I really wish they would bring to this game, and I didn't mention it in my video because it's, you know, it's kind of specialized, but I would like to see better wheel support. I would love to see them support force feedback, or even just some kind of settings that we could adjust. Like dead zone settings and sensitivity and stuff like that. But to anybody that's watching this now or may watch it in the future, Fanatic, the Fanatic wheels do work on this game, which is cool because on Fanatic they have what's called a funky switch, which is basically a directional pad, and they have an analog stick, and the analog stick controls the camera, and the funky switch, you know, you can tab out and you can do this. You can zoom in and zoom out with it. That is game changing if you're playing on the wheel, because one of the things about this game on the wheel is you'd have to have the controller by your side if you have a Thrustmaster or Logitech to control the camera angles. But with the Fanatic, it's got those little sticks on it, so that's not a problem. It makes life a little easier. This still isn't the easiest game to play on a wheel. I will admit that. If you could do everything from this view, it would be a piece of cake. But, you know, unfortunately from this view, you know, I can't see what's going on and backing me too much. So you'll end up missing a lot of stuff. So I did kind of take a nap today. If I'm up, if I'm up at 3 a.m. this morning, man, I don't know. I might check out some of the live streams because I'm really interested to see what the game's going to look like. I really am. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. And I still don't think that. I really don't think that it affects anything with me playing it first. And of course, like I say, nobody's going to be playing it on PS4, so. Well, let's just jackknife it. That's why not. Why not? This is a big field. I would have probably had a better job at leasing a bigger seater here. That's all right. Honestly, I don't know if they'll ever be able to get the AI to actually be able to handle a field like this. It would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see them do it, actually. You know, let me just stop this for a second and oh wow, I'm almost down to like a half tank of gas on this. Interesting. And the this is going to need maintenance on it soon as well. That's strange. Okay, let me shut that up because we're using gas. So actually, I was thinking about this. What if we go to the map, right? And so we have this field here. Now, what if we could do something for the workers? So let's say we could do all around the headlands, right? And then what if we could have like a kind of graph type of thing where you could zoom in on it and you could pick, so like you could put, let's say, a waypoint there, right? Then there, then up there, and there to make like a square, right? And then tell the worker to work that portion, right? So just have them work whatever's in that portion. And then you can kind of do the same thing, because as long as it's a square, it seems like they can handle it. So like down here, we could go here, put one there, there, like down here, then go over here, right? And like just plot it out. Plot out like a square you could plot, and just have them work inside that area. You know, if they can't do, and again, this is just speculation, because maybe they have figured a way that the AI can work a field that's not a rectangle or a square. But if they can't, you know, I think that would be a good idea around it, you know? Like if we could just plot courses around them to essentially make a square field from the one we have. And then even if we had to do a little bit just around the headlands or whatever, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because while they're doing the big chunk, you know, you could still be tending to other things. That's just an idea, though. Again, I'm not a developer. I don't, you know, how this stuff works. So maybe it's not possible. Probably not on console anyway. I'm sure anything is possible on PC. That's what it seems like anyway. Doesn't seem like anything's impossible for PC. Of course, it would probably take you a little longer because you have to plot it out. But I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, really. They could just add it into the AI menu. I'm going to have to refill this cedar soon, too. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this field with the seeds that I have. That's for sure. We have under 15 minutes left of the stream. Wow. That time actually went by pretty fast, guys. I swear, time goes by so fast when you're streaming anyway. And it goes by even quicker when you have people that are actually commenting and interacting. So I thank you guys for that a lot. I really do. It means a lot to me that you guys show up to my streams. It's like I see someone on Facebook talking about they were streaming, and give me a second, let me just take a quick drink here. And they had like 8 people watching, I think. And someone said to him, 8 people's that's not a lot of people watching. And I had to laugh because the guy goes, "You don't think so?" He's like, "Okay." He goes, "Sit on your couch." He goes, "Play a game, and just imagine 8 strangers coming into your house, sitting there watching you play the game." You know, and it's funny because he made a good point. He made a good point on it. I hope Aridity's getting his controller fixed, or he'll probably have to go out and get a new one because he's got Game Pass. I'm sure he wants to play Horizon 5. I know I would. I remember back in the day when you actually got 2 controllers with your game system. That was a long time ago. I remember back in the day when you would get a game with the game system. Sometimes 2 games. Hell, I think with the NES you got Mario, Duck Hunt, and I want to say Hogan's Alley. I want to say Hogan's Alley was included as well. Ah, the good old days. You do get a game with PS5 though. You get that Astro game. Really, I think all that really is to just showcase the new controllers with the haptic feedback and stuff like that, which is fine. At least you feel like you're getting something out of the deal. Although I will say, these new consoles, man, they're pretty affordable. They're pretty affordable compared to the consoles we've had in the past. I mean, what is it, like $399 and $499, or is it $299 and $399? I forget. They're pretty affordable though. This is a huge field. %. We have 16% in our seed tank here. I definitely don't think that's going to be enough to finish this field. That's why the money mod is so great. You know, especially if you're doing content, because I can set up my farm however I want, and then I can get the money out of there by either leasing, or they have that new tax sign that you can get where that'll delete money. Because honestly, on a farm this size, with this field alone, this cedar is really small for this field. I imagine it wouldn't be in real life. The game with seasons on, it wouldn't be bad because you wouldn't have the growth. But like going through the game like now with normal growth on, yeah, this is a big field and a kind of tiny cedar. You guys really nailed it today too. I'm happy because I got like 8 likes, and I didn't even have 8 people watching, so that's awesome. You guys rock. And if you guys join my Discord, let me know. Like talk to me. Let me know what you want to see when I get to game. Is there something specific when I live stream that you really want to see? Like I say, I plan on doing everything, but I would like to know what people are, you know, really looking forward to checking out. Obviously, if you've already pre-ordered it yourself, then you'll be playing the game yourself. And I don't blame you in the least. This is definitely a game that you can get lost in. Many times I got in this game, it was like, oh, I'll just play some Farming Simulator for a couple hours. And then you end up on it all day. I love games like that, though. You know, that's what you want. That's when you know you're getting your money's worth. When you can just get lost in a game and, you know, you start playing it when the sun's up, and then next thing you know, it's nighttime, and you're like, how did this happen? That's when you know you got a good game. So I see FS Club just posted a video. I don't know what that's about. I know those guys already have the game because DJ Goham did an unboxing, and so did FS Club. So they already have the game. Those lucky guys, boy. And you know they're playing. Like, how could you not play it? There's no way if I already had the game, I wouldn't be playing it. You know. But they probably signed some kind of embargo with them that they can't show it till a certain time. So that's why we're going to have to wait till like 3 a.m. before these guys are going to stream it. Which again, like I say, I don't know if I'm going to be up at 3 a.m. It's possible. But I'd be lying if I said I can't wait to see what those guys are going to do with the game as well. And just imagine, like, this will open up a ton of things because Mr. Sealy P, he can do multiplayer with, you know, DJ Goham and those guys without a problem now, and he can be on PS5. Although he has it on PC, but he grew such a large following, you know, for being a console guy that he doesn't want to change. I respect that. I definitely respect what he does. I'm not gonna lie, because he's literally just stuck to this game. Like, he cannot play anything else. The poor guy. His viewers just won't have it. And what a lot of people don't understand is that when you're on YouTube, if you put out a bad video, or if you put out a video that gets less views, all YouTube cares about is that video. They don't care that you put out 10 videos before it, you know, that may have gotten 10,000 views. That one video that you put out that only got 1,000 or 2,000 views, that's the only one they really care about. So it really sucks. But I do see that he's putting out some SnowRunner content. He doesn't really have a choice, man, because there's not a lot going on with this game right now. You know, mods are almost at a standstill, so he can't do that. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. We started a little earlier, so we definitely went longer. Of course, my computer is being all kinds of weird, saying that I just started streaming 5 minutes ago. Let me refresh this really quick, because that is definitely false. Alright, so I'm going to have to refill this cedar anyway. So I feel like this is a good place to stop the stream and say our final farewell to Farming Simulator 19. It's been a great game, actually. Like I say, I feel like this game, the modders shined. The modders made this game what it is. The modders really showed us what they can do with this game. And for that, I think it's a really important game in the franchise. Moving forward, though, I hope Giants continues to step it up. I hope FS22 is a success, and I hope they continue to give us new things moving forward. You know, and I hope that we don't see any more transitions of FS17 to FS19 like we had, where, you know, there's barely any differences in the game. So guys, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Friday night sometime, we're going to be doing a live stream, probably around 8 p.m. We're going to be doing Call of the Wild, so if you want to check that out, come on by. You can say hi, even if you don't want to watch the stream, stop in and say hi, give me a quick like, and yeah guys, have a great night, and we'll see you next time.